are coming from Facebook or Instagram with me. So I said I'd pop on. I haven't been on here for a while, and I got an opportunity to do it now at the moment. So I said I'd come on. So if you want some, you want some upliftment, you want an answer to, a question that's bothering you or a situation that's bothering you, you're very welcome. There's always healing here present with me as well. I always hold the intention for healing for everyone who comes on. And also, if you can stay open, then there will always be a message that will hit you. You know what I mean? There will always be a message that will make sense to you as well as to someone else. So somebody else might get a message, but you feel like, you know what, that really speaks to what I'm going through today. So if you stay open that way and stay relaxed about it and not be so, oh my God, I have to get a direct message from Arlene, you will always get something. I always hold the intention that something will resonate, something will make sense to you. Um, just to be aware that I'm working off my phone, so that like it comes up kind of right in front of my screen. So if it's, if I read for the person at the top of the screen, and then it's for the person that comes up after that. So if it's like I've skipped you, because your name was up higher, it's probably because you're on a laptop and it's different on the phone. So just bear that in mind. Another thing as well is that Spirit can pull me to a particular name, and I only write the names down because I forget them when I'm in when I'm in flow. So it's not that there's a list or anything. I don't even know how many or how few will pop on. I just said I'd jump in and um and see what happens. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Rena. Good morning, Michelle. So it's kind of fading in and out there for me. So we'll see how it goes. So I'll write Jessica down there because she's the first one on my screen. So these ones for Jessica. Hi everyone. Happy Thursday, Jules. I try to vary the times that I pop in here so that all the time zones can be taken care of. Okay, so we have Merlin, Cosmic Knowledge. What I'm drawn to immediately there, Jess, is that he's holding his beard. And I feel there's something there of a sort of a cull. I feel like some knowledge that you have or something that maybe has worked for you before. It feels like a change of energy, something that you're going to cut loose. Maybe, something that you've been thinking about doing for a while. And Hecate or Hecate, past life healing. Again, I feel like it's something, the throat chakra there, the energy of pulling something in, and the rose quartz on her wrist there. There's something there around, I feel around the energy of the old, something maybe that you just need to really, really let it burn, so to speak, and decide that you're done with it, because it may be filtering into other areas of your life. So this feeling that, these old programs that we might have running, that people are going to hurt me, especially females, with it being on the left hand side there. But just maybe go in and see what that means for you. And Amaratsu, no more hiding. So this is what I'm feeling, Jess. I feel like there's something that you need to kind of bring out into the world. So it's either out of yourself or a new way of being or a new way of interacting with people. But it has to be a very, and I'm scratching my third eye, but it has to be a very solid decision. It has to be, this is me, and go full on into it, and no kind of backwards and forwards. Plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded action. So you're getting a very strong message there to just cut the old away, cut away what is not serving you anymore, the dead hair, so to speak. Let go of it and let yourself move forward with confidence. Carl Sather is the next one up there on my screen. Okay, Carl. I'm delighted to see all of you here with me. I didn't know how many or how few would pop on, but it was just like I got the opportunity. You had a dream of cutting your hair. There you go now, Jess. Symbolism. So Archangel Raguel, relationship healing and calm harmony. Now it's very interesting that just before I popped on to do this, I saw a thing about Alan Watts using this symbol to explain about the necessity of shadow for light. So do you know the way people will tell you in certain spiritual circles, you have to be positive all the time, you have to get rid of the negative, you know, blah, 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 blah. But there has to be this sort of ebb and flow of things like that. There has to be the ebb and flow of, you know, you're feeling grief. The worst thing you can do if you're feeling grief is to shove it down and distract, because it has to find its way out. It's an energy. So the thing about it is, when we're in harmony with everything within ourselves, then everything becomes a positive thing. Everything becomes love. Everything becomes just something that is there for us. If you're feeling a grief, the grief is a representation of the love that you felt for the thing or the person. Now, the danger comes when you wallow in it, you stay in it, you make it an excuse not to live your life, you make it an excuse to hide away. And then you sacrifice yourself on that altar, you know what I mean? Whereas if you allow yourself to feel it as it's coming up, so say you get a wave of grief, you allow yourself to feel it, and then it passes. And then you move on and you do something else, and you know, you eat your dinner or whatever, and your mood changes. And then you might be out for a walk and you see someone who reminds you of your loved one, and up it comes again, and you feel it. And then it moves through, then it feels welcome, then it feels like, okay, everything is welcome here. And then you don't struggle, Carl. So if there's something there where you're kind of in a sort of imbalance or a struggle inside yourself, that I shouldn't be feeling this, I should be feeling more of that, wherever that's happening for you right now, take a deep breath and understand that you're here, and at 111 is on my clock there. Understand that you're here to have a human experience, and that means experiencing the full range of emotions, not to be afraid of them, not to give them any special power over you. You know, if they're felt, you move through them. It's like animals. If animals hurt themselves, or if you ever watch animals when they fight with each other, they go all in on the fight or whatever, and then they go and they physically shake it off. They shake off that energy and then they move about their day. That's how we're supposed to be. That's how we're supposed to be. My hair is not behaving today. But that's how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to shake it off. And the shaking off is the feeling of it. You're not suppressing it. You're going all in on the feeling, and then you're releasing it and you're letting it go. And hidden worlds. And Archangel Raziel. So Raziel is connected with passing over, you know, with people that have gone. I'm just going to check and see if you've given me any feedback there. Feedback is lovely, because then I kind of know if I'm on the right track or not. But there may be something there, my love, where you're feeling connected to a loved one who's passed, or you're starting to feel that energy of being able to connect more with the spirit world, connecting more with yourself. Just don't deny yourself anything. Don't compartmentalize feelings or emotions. Like if you didn't have names for things, if we didn't have names for anger or irritation or joy or whatever, they would just be feelings coming up. But we've said, oh no, anger is wrong, or grief is, or you shouldn't be sad. It's all part of the same thing. So if this is what you're experiencing, allow yourself, give yourself permission to feel everything, my love, okay? So you're waving in and out there, so I have to wait for you to come in again before I can see a name. But I hope you're all doing okay. So I have Aegon Teletar, earthquake in Turkey. Is it man-made or natural? I don't know, sweetie. Jules, I'll put you down there, my love. Okay. Jules. Thank you so much, Marlene. My kids are leaving. It feels adults now. My kids are leaving. It feels adults now. Did you miss a word there? But there is a big grief with that. Of course there is. But what you have to see then, Carl, is this is the opportunity for you now to move into a new chapter. Something exciting will come. You just have to believe that, okay, this is all for me. So something amazing now is coming down the line for me. So Jules, give in to passion. Ooh, very Valentine's Day card. What I'm seeing there is the absolute joy. Okay. The absolute joy there of the cat. So you have the cat there stretching up for all these butterflies. Being, you know, the music is beautiful. But this kind of looked like a snake to me. Like a snake kind of coming up into her dress there. So what I would feel from that is that be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the people that are in your life, especially the people that, as I say, blow smoke up your ass. So the people that are all about you, but something feels off. Something feels like that's not ringing through for me. So if you're following what excites you, what makes you feel great, and you have someone saying, that's brilliant, but then they kind of stick the knife in. They'll kind of say, lots of people are doing that, aren't they? You know, they'll couch it in this like false kind of, you know, but you can feel the fake. So the opportunity then for you is to say, okay, where am I believing this in my head? Where do I think this is too good to be true? Where do I think I'm going to fail? Because the outside is just reflecting your insights. So have a look through. Been through a dark night of the soul, and now the growth is here. Okay, so have a look inside your head where there might be still some concepts there, Jules. This is going to fail. This is going to go shitty for me, because people can only reflect what you're thinking in your subconscious or what's in your subconscious. So you start to say things like, everything works out for me. My life is fantastic. I'm amazing. People adore me. Okay? And I'm going to do a cheeky plug. My Manifest with Marlene course is starting on the 17th of February. It's 3 weeks in a private Facebook group. Everything I know about manifestation and what's worked for me, basically what works for me. I would love to see some of you there if you were interested. Just go to my website. It's linked in the bio of the YouTube channel. It might be interesting. So if you're saying there's growth there, so just focus on the growth. Focus on what makes you happy, Jules. Keep on doing what makes you happy. And I shuffled the shit out of that now and that came back out. So there's definitely something there that you could be doing more of, Jules. More of the joy, more of what makes you happy, more of celebrating that now. Don't tell the dark night of the soul story anymore. Now you're saying everything works out for me. The sun always shines on me. Everything is magnificent. That's what you're putting out there now. Not the sad story, the story of everything works out for Jules. Jules is so lucky. Jules lives a charmed life. That's what you want to generate now, my love, okay? If you go tip-tapping back to the sad story, you'll get more evidence that the sad story is true. Amber A. Okay, Amber. Ooh, Amber. So we have sexuality, openness, sharing, beauty, honor. So just giving a warning before I show the card, there is breast. Okay. So sexuality, Amber, is about being comfortable in who you are, being comfortable in that energy in your body. Sexual energy isn't always about having sex. Sexual energy is your spark, you know, it's your lust for life, your appetite, you know? So how is your appetite? How is your appetite for life? How is your appetite for, you know, love, food, experiences? How's it going for you? If it's sort of lackluster, then put some focus on it, put some attention, put some loving attention back into it and back into your body as well. Intuition, trust, insight, awareness, guidance. So trust yourself. Trust what's coming through for you now, Amber. The, the the impulses, what you feel like feels like a good idea. Follow it through. The things that feel like a good idea, the things that light you up, the things that make you feel excited, that's spirit working through you. That's spirit saying, you know what now, Amber, this is a bit of you. This is something that you'd really enjoy. Do you want to follow along? And then you say yes or no. And then as long as you're open, spirit will say, okay, that wasn't quite right for her. What about this? What do you think about this? And as long as you're open and you know that you're always provided for, opportunities will just continue to flow. Boundaries. My clear boundaries allow me to protect myself, nurture my intentions, and follow my true self. Where do you need boundaries, Amber? Where are you letting people have a feast of your energy? Where are you listening to people on the phone when you're like this? You're tired. You see their name pop up and your heart sinks. Where are you doing things that you don't want to do because you don't want to upset other people? Where are you not saying things because you think, you know what, now they're only going to kick off and it's not worth it? It's not worth it for you, certainly. If you're continually saying yes, yes, yes to please people on the outside, you have to realize you're saying no, no, no to yourself. If your initial feeling is, and you say, of course I will, then your body is receiving the message that it's not important. And you're sending the signal out, yeah, come and dump all over me. I'll do whatever you want. I don't really talk to many people now because I cut a lot of people off. Okay, so in cutting people off, in a way, yeah, you're a loner right now. So like in cutting people off isn't the solution, Amber, right? Because it isolates you. And I did that for a long time. But what you want is to be able to say what's okay for you. So say you make a new friend now and the friend is like all excited to be with you and to listen to you, but they ring you a lot. Now, a boundary there would be toxic, that's fine, but look at where you created that toxic relationship. Look inside yourself and say, where were you saying, people aren't to be trusted, people always treat me like shit. It's self-concept. And I really dive into that as well in my course, if it's interesting. But so say you have that friend who's ringing all the time and you're like, oh my God, I can't take it from this person. Then the wrong thing to do, as in wrong, but like the not helpful to you thing to do is to just go ghost on that person. The thing to do so that that person learns and you learn is, I really love talking to you, but my energy runs low. So I can only really talk to you once every couple of days, once a day. I have no problem texting you, but talking on the phone, even if I'm really interested, makes me tired. Now, if this person is really interested in you and is a good friend, they may feel a sting. They may, if they don't have a good kind of relationship with themselves, they may feel, oh, they're rejecting me. That's on them. And they may say, you know what, that actually frees me up as well because I felt like I had to make, and you might get this back. Person might say, I actually felt I had to make all those phone calls in order to stay your friend. So this really makes me feel better. Thank you. So look at where you can, going forward, to avoid these toxic people, start to speak up for yourself. Start to say out loud, I only draw really loving people to me. I draw fun people to me. I draw adventurous people to me. I draw people who really see me. I draw people who really care about me. And then believe it. Believe it completely. Assume it to be true, and it will. Don't tell the story about the toxic people anymore. Don't think about the toxic people anymore. Okay, Amber, that's fine, my darling. That's where you are with it. on your journey, and I was there too. I can only share what comes from me. See, it's not really about being a positive person, Amber. It's your self-concept. It's okay. Look, it's grand. If I'm not for you, that's fine, my love. Just scroll on. I'm only trying to share what works for me. And like I'll be 50 on Tuesday, so I've had a lot of years of kind of playing around with this stuff. So if it's not for you, that's fine. Just take the message that of the boundaries. Just take the message of the boundaries. All right. Lots of love to you, darling. And I'm glad you said that now, because you put a boundary down with me, and you said, all right, that's not for me. And so you can find someone that, is more you. Okay. So who have I up top? So Maria. Okay, Maria. Okay, I didn't catch your second name there, Maria. I just caught you up the top of the screen. So, okay. Maria. Rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. So this is coming up a lot today, right? It's coming up since Jessica at the beginning. Clearing the past, letting go, rejuvenating yourself, okay? Washing yourself clean. And letting yourself be rejuvenated, letting yourself be cleansed, letting yourself feel that healing. Let the healing come in. And grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Where is it that you can be grateful for what has happened, Maria? Where can you say, you know what, that was very difficult, but I learned a lot about myself. I learned what I like. I learned what I don't like. I learned the kind of people I want to be around. I learned how resilient I am. Try and look for the reframe. Try and look for the thing in it that is the gold of this for you, okay? Surrendering to the journey, release control. This is a big one today. So release control. I often say to people that, when you imagine that you're lying in a boat, and the boat is your life, and the river, the water that carries you, is spirit. Now you can put your hands in the water and try and paddle upstream or create things to happen, or you can lie back in the boat, enjoy the sun on your skin, and let the river take you. That's what letting go of control is, and it can be challenging, especially if you don't feel safe around that. So then you work on it. I've put up tapping videos. You can tap even though I don't feel safe right now, even though I feel afraid right now. I know that I'm perfectly safe. I know that I'm guided. I know that I'm loved. Everything always works out for me. You can tap it out. If you look at my tapping videos, that will help. But you're being asked at the moment, my love, to just receive the healing. Know that you're healed. Know that whatever needs to wash away is being washed away for you. And then just believe that you're taken care of. Suggestion for aligning better now to soul. I'm feeling troubled a bit now. I feel I have to. Sorry, missed the rest of that. But I write you down. All I got was A-N-E. Is it Enery? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'll wait for you to phase back in there now for me. It's my Wi-Fi. It's just like in and out. Oh my God, come back to me. Come back to me. Where are you gone? Okay, suggestion for aligning better now to soul. I'm feeling troubled a bit now. Why are you laughing? I feel I have to stabilize my inner masculine part better. Suggestion for aligning better to soul. Okay, so I don't know if you're male or female. It doesn't matter anyway, because we all have masculine and feminine within us. So aligning better to your masculine is literally whatever, oftentimes aligning to our masculine is the masculine we didn't receive from our own father or significant male caregiver. So say you had a father that was very cold, or very punitive, very punishing, then to balance the masculine in you would be to be supportive of yourself, be loving to yourself, be there for yourself. So in balancing the masculine and feminine within you, and they can blend, but in balancing that energy within you, look at where you don't support yourself. Look at where you say, oh, that wouldn't happen for me. Look at where you don't put structure in place for your dreams to thrive. Look at where you sabotage yourself. Look at where you're saying inside your head that you can't do it. What masculine in your life was very like cruel or mean or not there, or what is it? Usually when you're out of alignment that way, it's that you haven't had a tender masculine. You haven't had a loving, supportive masculine. The masculine energy in its purest form is to create a safe space for the feminine to go off and create and do all the lovely things. So she's not looking over her shoulder, preparing for bad things to happen. So if you feel held and loved, and of course you go off and do whatever you want, my darling. I'm taking care of this. That's what you need to do. And Nine of Pentacles, this is the energy of, trusting that what you're doing is reaping rewards, trusting that you will reap the rewards of what you do now. It's like it's a very successful in self-employment kind of card. It's the card of you make it happen. You, by putting the structure in place and going after your dreams, you are the one that's making it happen. So in balancing it, balance the giving with receiving. Balance the listening all the time to talking to someone, asking someone to listen to you. Look at the opposite of what you've been doing. If you've been the one running after people, now you sit back and let people run after you. It's the yin yang. You look for the opposite of what you've been overdoing. That's how you've come into alignment. That's how you come into balance. You take the last piece of cake. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, oh, do you want it? Even though you've had 2 slices. You say, ooh, cakey for me. That's balance. All right. I hope I answered that question properly for you. So I'll only be on for another couple now because I have to go and collect my daughter. And I'm just waiting for you to phase back in there. Okay. Agan Telatar, you were on... You asked me about Turkey. Okay. Okay, I hope that made sense. Anyway. Yes, that's perfect perfection. Reality now. Brilliant. Okay, so we have, is it Agan? So this is the ships coming in card. This is the card of you've done all the work and in it's coming now. But there's a little bit of lack of belief in you. There's like, it's not really going to come to me, is it? You kind of go in and out of, yeah, it's coming, and then you go, but you question it. And it's the questioning that's kind of keeping it out. So it's like it's coming in, and then you go, about doubt, and then it kind of pushes back out again. Do you know what I mean? So whatever it is that you've been working on bringing into your reality, just align with it in your mind, and then be stubborn. This is mine. I can see it, so it's done. It's done. Now all I have to do is follow the impulses, the breadcrumbs from spirit. Don't talk yourself out of your own manifestations. The star is about deep healing, mother healing, really, really letting yourself feel the feelings, and also being okay with being seen. For people to see you for who you are, the loving energy you have, the thoughtful energy, the creative energy, that wistfulness about you, the romantic in you. It's okay to let that be seen. It's okay to let that out. It's okay to have romantic dreams. Okay? And you have a decision to make. Don't take too long on it. Go with your heart. Go with your heart on it. All right. I'm just going to read some of your messages. I mean, that is what I've just done as I was showing the door. Still being grateful for them. Sorry, Maria, I missed that one, my love. 1 second there now. When you phase back in there for me, I might put a catch your message. There's fluff in my eye. Do you know when you get a new jumper and there's like bits of fluff comes up off it? That's that's what's going on for me. Okay, Maria. Maria, come back, Maria. I'm not seeing anything. Sorry, it'll pop in there now in 2 seconds. Maria, all right. I mean, that is what I've just done as I was showing the door. Still being grateful for them. Grateful that I'm out of there since they haven't changed and it wasn't. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Gen T, and I was very drawn to Henny, so I'm going to read Henny straight after Gen T there. That happens sometimes. Sometimes Spirit will pull me to a particular name. So I'm going to do Gen T first, then Henny, then one more after Henny, and then I have to go. Okay. Gen T. Ocean, sweet success. Now, Ocean is a very, very powerful goddess. And what's coming up to me mostly with Ocean, there is a ritual around Ocean using eggs. I think it's in voodoo, hoodoo spirituality. And they use the eggs to take any negativity from your body. And it's like it's run over the body and then they crack the eggs and the negativity is gone. So find something there where you can symbolically let go of your negative energy. Mentally imagine it. Mentally imagine someone's running an egg over your body, or literally take an egg and run it over your body. All that is negative, all that is unwanted now is going into this egg. And then you remove the egg. You break it in the bin or whatever. Maybe look into it because I might be saying it wrong. But just release the energy in whatever way feels good for you. But if Ocean is coming up, that's usually the energy of that I've read about her anyway. She's very powerful. She's very powerful, like with honey, with bees, with positivity coming into your life. So again, as the earlier messages were, you have to fully let go in order for the honey to come in. You have to fully let go in order to experience the brightness, the lightness, the love, the abundance. You have to fully let go of the story of they did me wrong. If you're still telling that story and selling that story, then that's all you're going to see more evidence of. Do you know what I mean? Kuan Yin, kindness and nurturing, another big message for today. Love yourself. Give yourself compassion. Be kind to the parts of you that you feel should have done better, and be gentle with and be loving with that version of you. They were doing the best that they could. Even if it's you this morning, you did the best you could. You know better now. That's it. Kindness and compassion. And the last one, Star Maiden, rest. Ooh, it's a lovely card. And it's funny, I have the half moon there as well. But it's like, trust the cycles of your body, Jen. Trust the cycles. Trust when it's time to pull back. Trust when it's time to rest and recuperate is just as vital as being busy and going and doing. We've been made to feel ashamed of needing rest, but women are cyclical. You know what I mean? Women are cyclical creatures. We're not meant to be out there doing all the time. We're meant to be relaxed and going, relaxed and going, relaxed and going. If you're pushing too much in one direction all the time, you're going to miss out on the gold that's ready to drop into you when you chill out. When you go with your moon cycles, really, really tune into that, because there's gold in that for you when you rest, when you relax. That's always when I get my best ideas. when I'm walking, when I'm in nature, when I meditate, then these ideas just pop up for me. Okay? I thought this was an all general. I didn't realize you were doing pick a card. Okay. Okay. Henny. Hi, Trixie. Hi, everyone who came on. You're welcome, Jen. I love the bee there, Heather. Okay. An all general. What does an all general mean? That's funny. Okay, so we have King of Swords in reverse there for you, Henny. So King of Swords energy is about speaking your truth. You're not taking any shit, but you're not being unkind with it, but you're like, no, this isn't working for me. Are you serious? You know what I mean? It's a very boss kind of energy. It's very clear. When you're with someone who's in that power, you always know where you stand with them. They don't pretend. They don't fake shit, right? So if it's in reverse, either you're faking it at the moment or someone around you is. If it's your energy at the moment where you feel like you have to put a mask on with certain people, you have to pretend to be a different type of person, you have to swallow down what you really want to say, you are doing yourself so much, you're causing so much trouble for yourself. Because what we continuously think about ourselves, what we continuously expect from the world, we'll just get more. It's not going to go away. This is what I'm saying to you. Everything changes on the inside of you, and then you see it on the outside. Where are you not speaking up for yourself? Where are you not saying, no, I can't do that. No, I'm not available for that. That's above my pay grade. You can't talk to me like that. Where are you not saying these things? It's costing you too much. It's costing you too much, okay? And again, Two of Wands in reverse. You're in the way. You're getting in the way of your own manifestations. Sweetheart, if you want to go out and conquer the world, if you want to do something new, you want to start a business, you want to go online dating, you want to do it. Do it. Don't wait for other people's permission, because a lot of the time people are only going to reflect back to you the fears you have in your mind. So if you haven't got clear on what you want, I've been trying to see my own masks and see others as well. Yeah, with compassion and love, but also with some balls. You know what I mean? The compassion and love can sometimes need a boundary as well at times. If you've been giving, there has to come a time where you go, this is not working for me anymore. I'm not getting anything out of this. Where's the reciprocity? You know what I mean? Where are you giving to me? That's very healthy. We've been taught as healers, and especially as women, that that's not holy or sacred. Bullshit. What, we're going to be martyrs to the cause to make other people feel happy? What about us? We deserve to feel happy. Jesus said love others as yourself. So love yourself first. You can't love others if you don't love yourself first. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's what Jesus said, right? Page of Cups. So if you get out of your own way and actually start loving yourself and putting yourself first, all the love that you want, all the lovely things you want will start to flood in. You won't be able to keep them out. Okay? Value yourself. Prioritize yourself. All right, honey? Okay, who have I up the top? Maria Tobin. Hello, Maria. So Maria is my last but not least. Okay. Right, Maria, make a move. Okay? That looks like mistletoe in her hand. Maria, let's get going now. And the twin kind of thing in there would make me think of a Gemini energy. But there's something there now where you need to take a step. The mistletoe would suggest romance to me, Christmas. There's something you're putting it off, you're complaining about it, you're giving out about it. You're wanting someone to change, you're wanting someone to reflect back to you. But as long as you keep complaining, they can only show up as what you're complaining about. That is how it goes. So change how you see them. Change how you're talking about them. If it's a person, if it's a situation, change how you're talking about it. Find the good in it. Celebrate the good in it. Celebrate the good in yourself. Expect the very best. Persist in that and you will see it. I'm delighted, Henny love. Water magic. So again, we have water there. The cleansing and also the joy of the dolphin. Where do you need to kind of clean something up, Maria? Where are you drawn to studying? What are you drawn to at the moment? What feels like it would be interesting to you to dive into? What makes you feel, you know what, this is a bit of me, but there's something in you that feels like you can't do it, or you make excuses about it, or someone is pulling at you still. In spirit world or in actual world, in your head, you can't do that. Whatever that negativity is, it's up to you to say, yeah, I'm done. I'm done listening to you. I'm done fucking tolerating you. No, no more. And it's my fault because I allowed it to happen. I allowed you to show up for me that way. And you change how you see them inside. You see them as supportive, you see them as loving, you see them as encouraging. You pump up yourself, okay? And you don't let that take a hold. You get on and you do what it is you want to do. And do it just for the joy of it. Do it because it feels great for you. Do it. Don't look for approval. Don't look for validation. Just go and do it, Maria. All right? Love you all. I have to go and get my baby. So have a great day. Bye.